All right guys, I got a dope video for you guys today. You enjoyed the clipper and trimmer set that I got from Suprint that is $99 on Amazon, but today we got a set that was $10 each. So we got a clipper right here. You guys can see this was $9.99 and this trimmer was $11.99. So these are the cheapest two that I could find on Amazon, and today we're gonna check them out. So let's not waste any time. Go ahead and throw them down on the station, open them up, and see what they're all about. All right guys, we will look at the clipper first. You can see here, I don't even know how to say this, O-R-I-H-E-A. Orihea maybe? We're gonna go ahead and call it the Orihea Professional Cordless Clipper Stainless Steel Blade. Super cuts, guys, super cuts for $10. Can't believe it. Anyway, sharper head, shave smooth, wear resistant upgrade, more rust resistant. I love the wording on these. Some of these cheap Chinese ones have the best wording you've ever seen. You see the clip here on the front, 2500 mAh, mile, whatever you guys want to call it. I guess that is the model number, professional hair clipper. Here on the side we can see adjustable blade clipper, professional lithium battery, fast charging, strong power. So no comments here or anything, we just run all the words together. Here's a little details on the manufacturer. Just a couple emblems on the other side, guys. That's like a settings button. Traditionally, I don't know what that means. Maybe some gears, battery, clock, lever, and LED. So no description there. We'll go ahead and check out the very back. Wait, that is the back. That's all we got. So that's all for the box, guys. Let's go ahead and slide it out of here and check it out. All right, guys, so here is the clipper. I'm gonna go ahead and set it aside. We'll go ahead and pull this out of the box. Our traditional stuff, this is a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2. So no half, no 1 and a half. That is gonna be maybe a little bit of a problem. Maybe I'll even test them out without those guards so you guys can see what it does without the half and the 1 and a half. Here is our little manual, some clipper oil, and a USB charger. Pretty standard charger right here. Not a whole lot in the box. We'll go ahead and put this up. All right, guys, so here it is. We got a click lever, I already noticed. All black on the front. I guess this is a LED indicator. You can see the logo here on the front on this logo plate. All black lid. We kind of have a 1919 style click lever, kind of the ball on the end if you guys have seen the wall 1919. Same thing with the switch down here. This is basically the same shape as a senior, guys. You can see the indentions down here in the bottom for your hand to fit in. Basically the same idea as a senior. It looks pretty similar. Go ahead and take the blade cover off. It does have some plastic. And guys, finally, I got a clipper in with a taper blades. But overall, guys, this is actually looking pretty solid. It feels pretty good. Feels like a senior, same weight. Metal body with, I guess that's plastic on top. We got a taper blade. We do have the click lever. But so far, just first glance at this thing, for 10 bucks, it's looking pretty solid. Now let's go ahead and get the trimmer out and check it out. All right, guys, so here is the trimmer. I really like this one. Again, this is Orihea, whatever you want to call it, OHHC12. There's the trimmer. Be yourself. So we got super cuts on the clipper and be yourself on the trimmer. Well, it says cordless clipper right here, but guys, obviously this is a trimmer. We'll check out the rest of the box. Nothing over here. I guess it just has kind of these specs in each language. Electric hair clipper and all the electrical details, whatever all that stuff is. So looks like that's about it on the box. Warranty information on the back, but that is it. All right, guys, so there's the trimmer. We'll set that to the side. Go ahead and get this piece out of the box. Oh, man, we got a whole kit in here. There is a clipper brush, trimmer brush, whatever you want to call it. Another charging cord. We'll set both of those over here. Oh, man, we did get some scissors. Guys, I may have to use these on that cut. Look at these things. Man, so for $11.99, guys, this was $11.99. So now I see why it costs so much more. It came with scissors and a comb and who knows what else. Here's our scissors. We will test them out. I'm going to see if I can get Phil to come up here. Use these on him and the clipper and trimmer bundle. So there's our scissors. There's a nice little comb. Let's see if we can get this thing out. You guys can see just a standard little comb. I guess I will use all this together. There is our manual. We have some trimmer guards. I don't know about you guys. I don't really use trimmer guards, but they do come with them sometimes. And then this, I'm gonna guess, probably a very small little hair cape. Oh yeah, guys, this will work, I guess, for a home cut, but barely gonna cover your front end. You know, my normal capes are probably double that size, so not very significant. You guys can see. We probably won't use this, but maybe I'll make Phil use it. It has tie strings on the back. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and not use that. So let's get the guards, the manual, the brush. We'll leave the comb and scissors out. Get all this out of the way. We'll take this trimmer out and check it out. All right, guys, there it is. Oh my gosh, it is super lightweight. I wish you guys could feel it. I mean, it feels like nothing right here. Name badge on the front. They do actually match a little bit. The name badge on the clipper is kind of gold, and these had gold pieces, of course. This definitely feels a lot cheaper. It's super lightweight. Power button on the front. Again, the LED indicator. I just think it's kind of cool. I think it makes it look more quality than something that doesn't have it. Now, of course, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you guys like to know your battery life or not. I don't really guess I care. I just think that it looks better and it feels a little more quality. So Hanging hook on the bottom, charging cord here. Go ahead and take this blade cover off. Kind of your standard blade that you get from a lot of these Chinese trimmers. If you guys can see, it is pretty gapped, so maybe it will hit, we will see. But these basically remind me of an FX, but definitely not the quality. But yeah, not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like I said, $11.99, $9.99, two of the cheapest things that I can find on Amazon. I just wanted to show you guys the cheapest bundle, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these charging, guys. We're gonna use the comb and the scissors as well, and we're gonna do a cut with all this here in a second. I'm gonna see if I can get Philip to come up here and let me test these out on it. All right, guys, we got my test dummy in the chair. We're gonna start off testing out the scissors. We're just gonna do a little point cut. He doesn't want a lot off, and I don't know how these are gonna do, but big old black handle, metal scissor. Oh, they definitely don't move very good. Hey, they're cutting. Just a little bit of texture in here without taking too much off. So definitely takes a little effort from your thumb to get those to close. But you know, I guess technically for 10 bucks, you would have scissors that would get the job done. So they are cutting. I do have to kind of squeeze. They're not as easy to move around as, you know, my good scissors that I use. But if we're wondering if they'll get the job done, they'll definitely cut some hair. So again, for $10 each, if you're cutting hair at home or if you're a beginner that just wants to practice, these scissors will get the job done. So I have had some terrible scissors before in my life. These are right there with it, but they are cutting the hair. They are getting the job done. Just not as good as what I use on the regular, which, you know, honestly, they shouldn't be. All right, guys, we're gonna test out this trimmer. It's super quiet. I don't know if you guys can even hear it at all. Got the LED indicator, kind of nice, super lightweight though. About to punch this line in. Guys, we've done this haircut on Philip at least with 2 or 3 different clippers. So if you guys want to see comparisons on how they do, check out some of my other unboxings. You can see this same cut with some other tools, but today we're testing out the $10 Amazon tools. So we're gonna start by punching our line in. Oh, they smacking. Okay, and they're like super skinny. The line is super skinny that it's cutting, so not bad. I'm actually shocked because I was honestly expecting it to not cut this line in at all, if we're being honest. And he wants to leave all the weight above the line, so I thought it was probably gonna have some trouble coming through and cutting this line, but honestly, they are silent. They're cutting the line, no problem. You guys can see, I don't know how well you can see how bald it is, but definitely not an issue. Honestly, better than the $100 bundle that I just reviewed. That's in there a little bit better. Now we're gonna bald out, guys. Same steps as always. I'm gonna start super low. We can get a little bald fade in. Slight little crunch I'm hearing. Go ahead and bald out. We're following the same shape as that line, so we want to do the fade right underneath. So I'll punch the line in with my trimmers. Go ahead and bald out underneath there. I'm gonna go ahead and use a shaver, a different shaver, because obviously I didn't get a shaver. I was telling Philip the cheapest Amazon shaver, guys, is a Kimi. It's like 20 bucks, and as far as like a barber style shaver, I just don't see Kimi as kind of that. I mean, they are the cheapest like Chinese version of clippers, but honestly, they're kind of like the cheapest, almost the cheapest like real brand now. You know, they have like a full line. Of course, they are still Chinese branded, whatever, clippers, but I didn't grab one just because I didn't feel like it was kind of what we were looking for this video. I was looking for a $10 shaver, and I just didn't really find one. So, all right, guys, so as always, we'll do the same step. Slipper all the way open, about a ½ inch up, and they're cutting okay. This has a taper blade on it, so honestly, already off to a better start than a lot of the clippers I've gotten lately. We like the taper blade quite a bit. We were just discussing if it was going to take this bald line out, though, being that it is not that short when it's closed, so we will see. As far as the clipper body, guys, this is pretty much exactly like I seen here. A little bit of a heavy metal weight body. Definitely no issue there. I did adjust the gap. They were a little off, but they're not very zero gap, so it may not take this line out. Yeah, maybe it is. It actually looks like it's doing it okay. So all the way closed, taking the line out. This does have notches, guys. I don't know if I mentioned that. We'll do the first notch. Now we'll go to the second. Bump that line up. I ain't gonna lie, these are okay. So they do have 1, 2, 3, 4 notches. They don't have 5. So we discussed this in the Pissed Off Barber Slime video. But when you only have 5 notches, or when you only have 4 notches, there's no middle. And so that's gonna make my half guard section a little bit different. I'm gonna have to adjust a little bit. And guys, I'm pretty happy with the front. I'm just coming in here and polishing up this back. He's got some indentions back here that make it a little bit difficult. So just playing with the lever. Now I realized there was only 4 notches, so I had to adjust slightly to make sure that, you know, everything's blended together nice. And you guys can see we're about done with this section, then we can work our way up. Man, I keep going to the middle, but there is no middle, so that's an adjustment. Definitely definitely an adjustment when you're used to clippers with 5 notches. All right guys, so these did not come with a 1.5 or a half. So I'm starting with the number 2 all the way closed. We're gonna cut this panel down. Philip wants to leave everything above the part. So we're just cutting everything underneath the part down to a 2. We may have a little difficulty here blending from, I'm used to having a half guard and a 1.5. So you guys may see right here as we fade this, the difficulties of not having those guards. There's our 2. We'll go ahead to the number 1. And guys, these aren't premiums. They're just old plastic snap-ons, but they will get the job done. So all the way open, number 1. And I'm basically trying to flick into the 2, leave the 2 right at the top of this section. So it just takes a little finesse. So we're flicking out with the 1, working our way up to that 2. I'm okay if I cut it all the way down to a 1. I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it ended up last time we cut it, but I did just want to try to use all those guards. So there's our 1 open. Now we'll go closed right underneath that. We're basically trying to blend this line out. Now we don't have the half, so I'm gonna have to come in with the lever all the way open and kind of polish this up once I get done with this part. So I'm used to having the half and the 1.5. So definitely a difference in my steps not having those, because that would be getting this line out right now where this closed 1, I basically teach you guys the closed 1's not gonna do it. So now you're seeing in person, not in person, but in the video that without the half, we're not gonna be able to all the way get that line out. So we are gonna have to use the open clipper. If we had a half guard, we could use the half guard, but we don't. So now we're back to the open clipper, guys. We gotta be really careful here because we don't wanna go too high. We're just trying to flick into the 1, make sure everything ties together. And this is a little more difficult. So I would recommend, if you guys are watching this because you're looking for a cheap bundle, I would probably recommend that you get a guard set somewhere else. You can get Amazon, wall knockoff guards that come with that half and that 1.5. I would definitely recommend having the half guard, because if you are not seasoned, you haven't been doing this is a little bit difficult of a flick and a finesse to connect this together without the half guard. But you can see we got it going all right. Now we just have to go in here and fine tune these dark spots now that we're all the way done with this part of the fade, and then we'll be done. So
what's the battery at?
The battery is at 95% on one side of the head, so not terrible. We talk all the time, a lot of people worry a lot about battery life. Looks like we'll be able to get both sides of this done with maybe 10%. So you might be able to get 5 or 6 haircuts out of this before it dies. Of course, we can throw it right back on the charger when we get to doing the lineup. Now guys, I'm gonna come back in with the 1 because I don't like some of this stuff up here. Just make sure it's polished up, and then we will do the other side. If you guys wanna watch the other side, I'm not gonna talk through it. We'll do the other side, go ahead and connect this beard in, do a little bit of a lineup, put some product in it. You guys can check out the finished product. And then at the end of that, I will tell you guys my final thoughts on these $10 Amazon clippers. All right guys, so for my final thoughts on these Orihea, I don't know how to say it. Amazon, $9.99 guys, and $11.99. Of course, the trimmer did come with some scissors and a cape and a comb. This is a full barber kit, guys, for like 23 bucks. So let's go ahead and start with the clipper. Guys, honestly, this clipper was just as good as the one I posted recently that was in a $100 bundle. Very similar to a senior. Only negative, we talked about it, guys, it only has 4 clicks. So if you guys do the math, it is kind of confusing. That's gonna give you all the way closed, 33% open, 66% open, and all the way open. So we have no middle, which is a problem with my system. You guys know I use the half guard and the 1.5 halfway open. Now, of course, these did not come with a half guard and a 1.5. So that brings me to my next point. So a little bit different using the lever. Also, guys, if you are gonna grab these, you wanna start cutting hair, you wanna learn how to cut hair, definitely go invest 10 or 15 bucks in a guard set. I will put one in the description, because not having that half and that 1.5, definitely more difficult. Honestly, I got almost done with the haircut. There was a couple lines I didn't like, and chasing them without those guards is really risky. So I would not recommend recommend that if you are a beginner and you're wanting to learn how to cut hair. But the clipper did cut well. It ended up with 83% battery left after Philip's full haircut. So about 20% we almost used. So about 5 haircuts we could get done with this clipper. And that's not too bad. Obviously we can charge it in between. It did not get hot. The other clipper did get hot. So I don't know if that's the taper blade or what. But you guys know I do rock with the taper blade as well. So honestly guys, for $9.99, I am blown away with how this clipper cut. Probably not gonna use it all the time. It doesn't have the amount of clicks that I would normally like. So probably won't implement it in my system, but definitely impressed for 10 bucks. Now the trimmer guys, I was actually super impressed with this. The skeleton power clip fits, and I think potentially a FX blade would fit on here as well. I did not try it, but it is very similar to your FX trimmer. It is super lightweight. It actually cut really well. It does have the digital readout. Super nice trimmer for $11.99. It also came with those scissors and the comb and the cape. So you guys will have a full kit. Now these have 79% life left. So similar thing, of course we did bald out with these as well and line up with these. With both of these together, you guys could get about 5 haircuts done. Now that brings me to these scissors guys. These actually were pretty bad. They did get the job done, but they're definitely a notch down from what I use on a daily basis. So again, if you're just a beginner, you want to try to cut hair, we got $23 in this kit, and these will get the job done. With the comb and the cape, you guys get the full bundle that will allow you to get a haircut done. So I definitely recommend this kit. Again, you can add on a guard set, maybe another cheap pair of scissors to add on top of that are a little bit better, and you guys can be under 50 bucks, maybe even go up to 100 bucks and get a nice cape and a few different things that'll make it a little bit better, but no reason for 100 bucks that you guys can't have a full beginner kit to get a haircut done. Now guys, I'm gonna put all of this stuff in the description. If you guys wanna check it out, head down to the description and just click those links and it will take you right to it. If you guys like this video, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up, leave me a comment and let me know what you think about these $10 Amazon clippers. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I got some new stuff in, so I'll be dropping those videos soon, and I will catch you guys next time.